Hey friends, can you believe 2020 is almost over? Thank God. I know, it probably felt like an eternity for many of us, and frankly, some of the issues from this year will unfortunately go into the next one. But whether you're a new fan or a veteran K-pop fan like me, there was something that happened this year that put a smile on your face. So, for this video, I reached out to the Twitter, Patreon, and YouTube K-pop communities to get your input on the best K-pop moments that saved 2020. In some way. I got a lot of great input, and I think it's time to share 50 of these special moments. Thank you to all of you that helped contribute to this video. But before we get started, please do me the huge favor of hitting those like and subscribe buttons for me. It helps me out on the YouTube thingy to know what you like to see, and so we can keep giving you the content that you like. And while you're at it, follow me on Twitter and Instagram @DareToBe. All of them are listed in the description below. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's do the unthinkable and relive 2020 again. SHINee's post-military reunion. SHINee's back. SHINee's back. Seriously, if Minho doesn't say this on her next comeback, then I'll feel incomplete. The mini K-pop collaborations. So many to count, from the Refund Sisters to which was Jamie, Hyun, Cheetah, Ju, and Yeon, and IU's and Suga's collab, Jessie and Jackson, Yoonha's and RM's, JYP and Sunmi, BLACKPINK's and Selena Gomez, BTS and Sia. Oh my god, so many. The powers that came together made for some amazing music. The gods have blessed us. Yes! Yes! BTS's Grammy nomination and performance. Die-hard BTS fans didn't miss it, but unless you're living under a rock, this was a big thing this year. The Grammy nomination was the first for any K-pop group, which shows how mainstream the genre is becoming. K-pop groups finally getting their first wins. Most notably, LOONA, PENTAGON, and SF9 all finally got their long overdue first music show wins. Better late than never, at least. Baekhyun becomes a million album seller. EXO member Baekhyun was the first solo artist in 19 years to sell 1 million copies of his Korean debut album Delight since Kim Go-mo's 2001 album Another Days. First paid online K-pop concerts. The intersection of social distancing and video streaming technology allowed Super M to be the first K-pop group to have a paid online concert, but they weren't the last. Many K-pop acts followed suit and held their own, including BTS, which drew more than 1 million viewers. Hanbin, or B.I.'s, returned to the spotlight. The former iKON member surprised many with the dropping of his demos on SoundCloud, as well as being appointed executive director for IOK Company. He's going places, y'all, and we wish him the best. NCT 2020. Bringing all 21 of the NCT and WayV members together and adding 2 new members for an epic release? Yes. K-pop artists joining the fight against COVID. Many acts gave back and donated masks and money to help the hard-hit cities like Daegu. K-pop acts celebrating their 10th anniversaries. Groups like Infinite, Teen Top, Girls' Day, CN Blue, and a handful of others from the 2010 year celebrated their 10-year anniversary, which in K-pop is a huge accomplishment. Congratulations for defying the odds and staying together all these years. 2NE1 reuniting for their 11th anniversary. Now please come back and save us all! Many K-pop acts getting first major award. Most notably, NCT won their first day song on AAA with the Album of the Year, and Day 6 got their first win on Mama with Zombie, and MONSTA X's first day song on AAA with Stage of the Year. Congrats, boys! BTS sets multiple records on Billboard. BTS's Life Goes On, the third #1 song in a 3-month span on the Billboard Hot 100 this year after Dynamite, is the only #1 song in the chart's 62 history sung predominantly in Korean, and also the first non-English song to debut at #1. BoA's Better named Album of the Year. The Billboard critics announced at the end of the year that BoA had the best K-pop album of the year, and considering the number of albums that came out in the genre, it's a huge accomplishment. Super Junior's 15th anniversary. Super Junior debuted in 2005 and have had an amazing career so far, legends in their own right. The band's 15th anniversary album, The Renaissance, is slated for release in January 2021. Patience, elves! Patience! Winner Seungyoon on The Masked Singer. This guy set a record of 6 straight wins on the popular celebrity talent show, making him the youngest champion and the most wins by a K-pop idol. That is until... Highlights: Yoseob breaks Seungyoon's record. 4 months later, Yoseob set a new Masked Singer record for most wins by an idol. Watch your backs and don't sit on your laurels! BLACKPINK finally releasing their first studio album. And with that, BLACKPINK became the first K-pop girl group to become a million seller with 1.2 million copies of their album simply called The Album. On top of also becoming the second most subscribed artist on YouTube and #1 K-pop artist overall. K-pop broke a lot of records this year, people. 2PM's My House Resurgence. The song experienced a huge surge in popularity 5 years after its release. Their label released a special bonus video of their concert performance in the midst of the sudden popularity again on their YouTube channel, and many idols cover it, like Woods, Stray Kids, and ONEUS, just to name a few. BoA's 20th anniversary. The Queen of K-pop celebrated her monumental anniversary and was rightfully honored for it. She's a legend in so many ways because she was the first of her kind to break out of Korea and make it internationally. Super M helps raise $128 million for a benefit concert. The group was a part of the World Health Organization, Global Citizen, and Lady Gaga collaboration to battle the coronavirus epidemic called One World Together at Home. Wonho's solo debut. This is particularly special because former MONSTA ex-member Wonho made his return to the airwaves with the solo debut Open Mind, following an unfortunate scandal last year that caused him to leave the group. Now that he's been cleared of the accusations, he returned to us in full glory. He's at full strength and full power, ready to attack us all, y'all! Road to Kingdom. That is all. ACE performing BTS's DNA and Fake Love at the Oscars after party for Parasite. I guess BTS was unavailable, so they got the next best thing. Our talented boys from Thailand. EXO's Chen's marriage and baby announcement. We should all be supportive. There's no arguing this. You're gonna lose with me. TVXQ's Changmin's marriage. Again, show your support for him too. No petitioning to ask him to leave the group. I mean, TVXQ is a duo for Christ's sakes. That would essentially disband them if you think about it. Duh. K-pop TikTok challenges. Most famously is Zico's Any Song TikTok challenge earlier in the year, but there were many that followed. K-pop idols taking on the TikTok themselves. The fastest rising social media app in the pandemic has allowed for idols to capitalize on the platform and showcase themselves in new ways. Subin's iteration of the viral fail challenge is one of K-pop's most viewed TikToks, coming in at 18.8 million views. That kid that set his living room on fire for GFRIEND? He's our spirit animal and stream MAGO for clear skin, y'all! BTS donating $1 million to Black Lives Matter. In addition, many stan accounts and artists came together on social media to also help bring awareness to the Black Lives Matter movement. K-pop fans taking over Trump rally. In June of 2020, many tickets for the controversial Trump rally in Tulsa were reserved by many K-pop fans, and not showing up, to do their part in helping reduce potential spread of coronavirus. Well, and for other reasons as well, if we're being honest. All of the K-pop debuts. So many great debuts this year, from aespa to Secret Number to Stacy to Treasure. So many to list. See the screen here. And then all of the K-pop solo debuts. Many idols broke away from their groups to prove that they can stand on their own. And then please refer to the list here as well. Thank you. Island, and then the subsequent debut of ENHYPEN. BTS Week on The Tonight Show, and BTS on Carpool Karaoke. The boys are so big, they are taking over. Safe to say that they've had a good year. Pentagon's Honsok's workout routine videos. Let's be real, some of y'all weren't watching those to get in better shape in this pandemic. You were just thirsty. BLACKPINK's Netflix documentary. They became the reigning queens of K-pop with Light Up the Sky about their rise to fame. It's Netflix's first K-pop oriented content. Epic performances on award shows. So many to count. Twice's Cry For Me, The Boyz and ATEEZ and Stray Kids' collaboration of Triangular Fight on Mama, and so many other memorable ones that we'll forever look back on. K-pop idols returning to their groups. Astro's Moonbin returned after his hiatus for health reasons. Pentagon's Yeonhan returning to the group after a year away. Dreamcatcher's Handong returned to the group after a year. And Red Velvet's Wendy's return after her stage accident and treatment. Welcome back, everyone. We were worried about you. K-pop artists returning to the industry. Among them, for example, Sia and Jung Hyun-sung both returned to music after years away.
So tell me your love me your love. 그 예쁜 입에서 나온 수위 감싸주고 싶어. 외로운 너의 맘도. And then the hypersexual and gender fluid group NOM, or Nature of Man, reunited for the first time in 6 years after officially disbanding in 2016. Their single from their album Third Sexual NOM, aptly titled I'm Not But, picked up right where they left off. Speakers Boa and Bohyung reuniting to debut as Kimbo. Blessing us with their vocals. Idols returning from the military. The K-pop men did their duty, and came back to us ready to make up for the lost time away from the industry. They're back.
They're here.
17 fans' carrots adopting endangered animals in the name of 17 members. I mean, come on, that's adorable. ATEEZ is the Black Cat cover on Immortal Song. I mean, that was fun, right? Sleek's Here I Go on Mnet's Good Girl. On Mnet's Good Girl hip-hop competition show, Sleek performed the queer anthem Here I Go barefoot on stage. The final hurrah was when the walls behind her pulled back to reveal rainbow flags. Yes! While it may seem like something normal in many countries, this was a big deal in Korea. Twice's Feel Special feels special again. Twice's song Feel Special was released in 2019, but its popularity continued into this year. At the start of the year, it went viral as a TikTok sound with extra bass, and during the US elections in November, a Twitter user posted a video of Georgia with the song, giving the song a new life. BTS breaking the records on music shows. BTS set a new record for the most music show wins in a single year with 49 times, and 27 of those were for Dynamite, which is another record right there. Chuseok Special on MMTG. Legendary second-generation K-pop groups T-ara, Teen Top, U-KISS, and SS501 all shockingly reunited to perform for the music special to the delight of many old-time K-pop fans like myself. Yay! The passing of the Goo Hara Act. The late Goo Hara, a member of the group Kara, had discussed how she had an absentee mother, and yet when Goo Hara died in 2019, her mother claimed 50% of the estate according to Korean law. With the passage of the new law, the reasons for disqualification now includes those who were negligent in the familial duties. And finally, number 50, K-pop as a whole, making us all feel better. This year has been challenging for all of us, regardless of the country we live in, and I think it's given us an opportunity to turn to not just our own biological families, but the families we create. This includes the K-pop family. Whether it's K-pop artists, bloggers like me, or fandoms, we have been, for the most part, united throughout it all. While I can't speak for everyone, I consider all of you a family of sorts, and your presence has given me a reason to keep sharing my passion with all of you. I hope the content that even I created has put a smile on your face and has made your day a little bit better. To the other sites, channels, and groups that you embrace, I hope they all brought you the same great feelings. Because from what we all went through in 2020, it was needed. Thank you everyone in the K-pop community and to K-pop for being a shining light in 2020. Hey, that's it for today, folks. Hope something here helped you remember some good things that came out of 2020. Share your thoughts below on your favorite moments from 2020. Please be sure to hit those subscribe and like buttons for me. And while you're here, check out many more of my videos, and I'll see you next year.